with my streaming platform. So I am coming here to YouTube to go live again and to give it another shot and to see if we can get this where we need it to be and get it where we want it to be. All right. All right. So let's jump into this. If you are with me, if you would let me know that you can see me well by just jumping into the comments and letting me know that this is working, that you got me, you can see me, that you're with me. So that way I'll know that you are here. And I'll give everybody a minute to get in here before I share the link again and push it out and let everybody know that we moved over to YouTube exclusively. All right. Oh man, listen, I am so excited. I spent the whole day working on a new setup and a new platform that we're going to be moving to so that we can have a little bit more reliability and a little bit more of what we've been waiting for and looking forward to. And so we're going to be doing that today. But if you're here and you can see me, let me know that you can see me by jumping in the comments and just let me know that, hey, you with me, you got my back, and you can see me, you can hear me, all that kind of stuff like that. And I'm going to figure this thing out as I try to do it directly from YouTube instead of going through another server, the third party. All right. So here we go. I think I can. Let's see. I think I can just about see where we are and that we're here. And so in a minute, I'm gonna grab this link and I'll push it out again. All right, if you're here, jump in the comments. Let me know that you can see me live. Let me know that you're with me. And we'll talk. All right, I believe we're good. Everything looks good on my end. So I'm gonna jump in and I'm gonna share this and go through it. Okay. You see. All right, perfect. All right, well, as soon as it pops up on my end, I'll share the new link and I'll get the word out so that people can know we're here. All right. So let me jump back in. And again, if you can't catch this live, of course, the replay will be available so that you can jump in and you'll be able to see it and you'll be able to walk through it. All right. So we're talking about permission to quit. All right. 7 things that I want to give you permission to quit tonight. All right. Number 1, we talked about you have the permission to quit self-promotion, that you don't have to worry about whether or not people know who you are. You don't have to worry about people knowing your name. You don't have to worry about whether people know this about you and all those kind of things. The Lord, when his proper time comes, he will make you know. Again, we are helping you quit self-promotion. You don't have to worry about pushing your name out there and people knowing who you are and all these kind of things. When the time is right, God will take you where he wants you to go. All right. You do your part. You take care of the things that only you can do. You take care of being who he called you to be. You take care of building what he called you to build, and he will give you wisdom. He will make your name great at the proper time. And don't get me wrong. There is a time where in order to bless a people, God blesses a person and he puts his oil, his wind behind your name. That's a part of what he does, is that in order to help people to be receptive to what he wants them to receive from you, he does that. We see that in the Old Testament and the New, and you will continue to see that. And so you have permission in 2026 to quit trying to promote yourself. You do the work God has called you to do, and he will promote you. Number 2, you have permission to quit comparison. Stop comparing yourself to other people. You are not them and they are not you. They are not doing the same thing you're doing. They do not have the same journey you have. And so you can go on your journey and you don't have to be hamstrung by constantly comparing yourself to what other people are doing, where other people are going, what other people are saying. You don't have to compare yourself to other people. Be who God called you to be. All right. Number 3, this is where I think we cut out. I want to give you permission to quit control. Quit control. You know, here's what I realized. Sometimes being in control feels safe, but control a lot of times is actually fear. A part of fulfilling your calling and fulfilling your purpose, whether that be in your business, in your ministry, and what you're called to do with your life, a part of it is trusting the team that God puts around you. And when you cannot trust the team that God puts around you, you limit your capacity. There's only so far you can go on your own. There's only so much you can do by yourself, all right? There are many things, especially in the kingdom of God. Faith is a team sport. It's not just for one person. You know, many times, all throughout Scripture, when you see God having these people endeavor to do things, in many cases, it was within the context of a team. It was in the context of a family, in the context of an army, of a nation, of all these people that he was trying to be a blessing to. And so one of the things that we have to do it, all right? Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you, Preppy Slay Queen Tenant. Good to see you, all right? Listen, so what we've got to do is that we've got to give ourselves permission to stop being control freaks. Stop running away the people that God has called to be a part of what you're doing. There are many times, if we're not careful, we pray and we ask God to send us help. And he sends us help and we run it away because we're control freaks. We're worried about everybody doing it the way we would do it and how we would do it and when we would do it. And the reality is this, is that you've got to understand that sometimes control is the way that your fear shows up. It's the way your fear manifests. It's the way you carry this undue pressure that was never meant to be on you. You're called to be who you were called to be who you were created to be, to do what you were created to do. You are not called to have to try to have your hand in everything. There are many people who are frustrated with their families because you're trying to control everything. There are many people who are frustrated because you're carrying too much. You're carrying too much stuff, all right? And so for 2026, I want to give you permission to stop being a control freak. I want to give you a permission to quit control, all right? Here's it. Number 4. I want to give you permission to quit complicated. Quit complicating everything. In 2026, rather, quit complicating everything. Right? Sometimes we complicate things unnecessarily. There's an idea that God put in your heart. Rather than just living out the idea you've spent the last year thinking, and I'm planning, I'm getting ready, I'm trying to see which platform I'm gonna use, and how I'm gonna do this and how I'm gonna do that. One of the things that you've got to do is you've got to quit overcomplicating things. There are some of the things that you are overcomplicating and you're missing it. I have had no less than 5 people jump in this live and tell me I look like Rick Ross. I'm just a black dude with a beard. And so listen, we've got to stop overcomplicating things. All right, don't overcomplicate it. Listen, if you're on Facebook or you're on YouTube, drop that in the chat. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overcomplicate it. Like, just let it be. Let the simplicity of what you're called to do be enough. Relationships get in trouble when we overcomplicate it. Our calling gets in trouble when we overcomplicate it. Our businesses get murky when we overcomplicate it. Our churches get in trouble when we overcomplicate it. Don't overcomplicate it. I give you permission to quit overcomplicating what God has called you to do. Quit overcomplicating it. All right. You don't have to make it more complicated than it is. All right. Let's keep going. Number 5. This is a big one. I want to sit on this one for a little bit. I want to give you permission to quit people pleasing. Quit people pleasing. Quit people pleasing. How much of your energy have you wasted trying to please people, even when it takes you out of alignment with your own purpose and calling? Stop people pleasing. Stop people pleasing. You do not need to spend your life trying to please other people. You know, there's some things that God has called you to do that people don't get a say in. So you got to stop polling everybody around you when it comes to you being obedient to what you already know that God has called you to do. You got to choose to just do it. You got to choose to just step into it, just walk into it and be who God called you to be, do what he called you to do, and you got to be unapologetic about it. You got to stop trying to please everybody. Because here's what I can tell you, no matter what you do, everybody's not going to be happy. You can do the right thing and some people are not going to like it. You can do the wrong thing and some people are not going to like it. So in 2026, I give you permission to stop people pleasing. Stop making your decisions solely based on what other people want from you, and learn how to be who God has called you to be. Learn how to be your authentic self. Learn how to bring who you are to the table. Don't get locked in and focus on what other people say and what other people got going on. You've got to learn how to be who you are. And if you would be who you are, then everything else will shift and change. You've got to learn how to lock in on who God has called you to be. Number 6, all right? I want you to quit in 2026 emotional baggage. How long are you going to allow what happened in your past to keep you from what should be happening in your present and in your future? I want to give you permission to quit the emotional baggage. Quit carrying the stuff that you're carrying. Quit holding on to the stuff that God never called you to hold on to. Quit holding on to all of the unprocessed pain that has followed you from season to season, from moment to moment, from one relationship to another, from one opportunity to another, from one business to the other, from one church to another, from one relationship to another, from one friendship to another. Like, I want to give you permission to stop allowing your pain to hijack your destiny. Stop allowing your pain to hijack you. Stop allowing what you've gone through to hijack you. Stop letting the mistakes you made in the past to hijack your future. Stop letting the bad decisions you made last year affect what you're going to do this year and next year. Stop allowing what used to be to affect what could be. I want to give you permission to unpack that emotional baggage. Get yourself healed. Get yourself free. Get yourself delivered from what used to be so that you can step forward into what God has for you. Don't just sit there and allow all these things that have always been an issue to continue to be an issue for the rest of your life. At some point, you got to decide to turn the corner. At some point, you've got to make a shift. At some point, you've got to decide, you know what? I got to do this differently. At some point, you got to decide, I got to go a different way. At some point, you've got to decide to move differently than you have in the past. But in order to get there, you're going to have to release some emotional baggage. There's some things in your heart that you got to let go of. There's some people who hurt you that you've got to stop punishing the people you have for what the people who left did to you. You got to stop punishing. You got to move forward. Absolutely. Thank you for that, Steve. Thank you. You got to move forward. You can't keep letting what happened in the past keep you from where you want to go in the future. You can't let what happened in your life in the past keep you from who you want to become in the future. Right? You got to decide to release the emotional baggage that's trying to follow you. Like, look at the patterns of your life. And I want you to ask yourself, if I had an adversary, if I have an enemy, whatever you call it, right? If I have an adversary, what tricks and what strategies would I keep using against me because it works every time? Like, what's the wound that if I want you to quit, all I got to do is push that wound? What is it? I got to let go of that emotional baggage. All right. So 6 things rather, you need to quit in 2026. Stop trying to promote yourself. You just be yourself. You just operate in your purpose. And when the time is right, people will know who you are. Number 2, quit comparing. Don't compare yourself to other people. They got different journeys. Don't compare yourself to other people. They've got a different purpose and calling. Right? And sometimes we have different paths. We might end up in the same place. We got to go different ways. Number 3, quit being a control freak. Quit trying to control everything. Quit trying to do everything yourself. Quit trying to be a superhero who is carrying more than you were ever created to carry. All right? So quit trying to be a control freak. All right? Number 4, quit overcomplicating things. Stop making things more complicated than they have to be. Right? Some things can be simple. They don't have to always have all these layers. And sometimes procrastination is a fear response. It's you being afraid of getting started. And so you procrastinate to convince yourself you're not ready. All right? So quit overcomplicating things. All right? Quit people pleasing. Stop trying to make everybody happy. Nothing you do is going to please everybody. It's not going to work. All right? And then number 6, quit the emotional baggage. Quit carrying all of this baggage that's keeping you stuck from where you're called to be and where you're called to go. Quit holding on to it. All right. Let me give you one more. Number 7. I want you to quit misplaced loyalty. I want you to quit misplaced loyalty. Some of you are loyal to a fault. You're loyal to the things and people that are literally killing you. They're killing your business. They're killing your organization. They're killing your church. They're killing all these different things because they're pulling you in a direction that you're not meant to go. And I know that loyalty is a great quality, but loyalty is an amplifier, meaning it takes on the characteristics of what you point it to. If you point loyalty to the wrong things, it hurts you. If you point loyalty to the right things, it helps you. It serves you. And so I want to give you permission to quit misplaced loyalty. Stop forcing yourself to be loyal to things that you know are hurting you, that you know are not helping you, that you know are moving you in the wrong direction. Stop being loyal to things that are not serving your purpose and the calling for your life. Y'all, we don't have forever to do what we do. We don't have forever to be here, right? You don't know how much time you have left, so you don't have any time to waste. So you don't have time to be committing the years, the months, the weeks that you could have left to things that don't matter. You got to quit misplaced loyalty, because here's what I've learned. The wrong people will use your loyalty against you. They'll mistreat you because they know you're going to stay. They'll keep taking from you because they know you're going to give. And so what you've got to do is you've got to have a vision for your life. You know, one of the things that I spent this morning doing, there's this book that I read called The 12-Week Year by Brian Moran. And there's another author, I can't remember his name. But I was reading through that book, all right? And as I was going through there and I was walking through, man, y'all killing me with this Rick Ross thing. And so when I was reading this book, one of the things it helps you do is to put together a vision for the next 12 weeks of your life. And what you've got to do is you've got to put together a vision for your life and not get stuck. You got to put together a vision of your life and not let people steal it from you. You know, sometimes when people try to steal your destiny, they don't do it at gunpoint. They do it one request at a time. They do it one draining conversation at a time. They do it one at a time. They pull the life out of you. And if you're not careful, your misplaced loyalty will make you say yes to things that are hurting you. All right. So I want to close out here. All right. So listen, here's what I'm asking you to do. All right. I want you to make a list of the things you need to quit for 2026. What are the things that you've been carrying in 2025 that you can't take with you to your next season? All right. I don't want any of us to have another year where we're saying next year is going to be my year. This time and this, like, live your life, but make choices like you're trying to go where you were created to go. All right. Listen, I had a couple of issues with the stream tonight, but I'm super, super grateful that y'all popped in. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. And listen, I will look forward to seeing y'all again in the near future. God bless, and I will see you soon. Peace.